so much, Matthew, and I would like first of all to thank the headmistress, Mrs. Gallagher and Miss Mingazzini, and the ladies, the gentlemen, the students, and the staff, of course, essential, last but not least. So today I would like to pinpoint something very important. The only glam thing in the room you will see today is this dress, because from now on, what you know about fashion will remain beyond that door. So we are going to navigate inside a mysterious arena, which is sustainable fashion, ethical fashion, and the most precious in the sense of what is really good for us. The good will always be eternal. So, fabric is an extraordinary alchemical crucible that can suddenly decree the future of the fabric. Why? Because today you're going to see how texture and the fibers in the tissue can really change, but not only can change your dress, but can change your life, your attitude, and the way you behave as a human being. So, textiles, of course, you know, all the t-shirts you are wearing are made out of cotton, of natural fibers that can be extracted from corn. You know, the popcorn, yes, they are fibers as well. They can be fabrics. So we have flaxseed as well, bamboo fibers. They are very, very ecological as well, the bamboos. Eucalyptus, the extraction from the eucalyptus plant is from the leaves and from the wood of the eucalyptus. It's processed, and in this way, after a long process, but without any bleaching, because otherwise it's not ecological anymore, you're going to obtain the fiber that, woven into the loom, is then coming out as a tissue, as a textile. So there is, from the beech, you know, the tree beech, another one called modal. Modal is the commercial name of this kind of textile. And of course, the animal realm, which is of course the wool from the sheep and the silk from the worm. And you know, lately, all this fashion going on about the ecological aspect of fashion, there is also this kind of silk which is not cruel. What does it mean? Not cruel silk is what vegan people are looking for, vegetarian as well. They don't want to wear anything that has the killing of any animal in between. So, non-violent silk is exactly that before boiling the womb, you wait for the butterfly to fly away, and then you can boil, and then you can extract the silk, of course. So that's why I say fashion is a question, you know, of agriculture at the right beginning, and then it goes into communication, because before it passes from the catwalks and all of that. But at the end is all a story of communication, because on the wall, on the magazine, on the newspapers, or on the internet, on the Instagram, is there that every brand will go finally. So that's very important to know that everything begins in the vegetable realm. I don't know if you studied already the Sustainable Development Goals. They are 169 actually, but the most important are 70. And these goals, I think, are you studying the goals? Not yet? Oh, I think you're going to do it, because it's very, very important, and the United Nations are always top of well-being. So that's very important. And of course, if we want to go through together, there is poverty, zero hunger. As Matthew was saying before, I'm part of the FAO for women development, and so the zero hunger mission is something very, very important for us. And there is, life. And for example, how does fashion affect this chart? I tell you, you see the fish? Okay. For example, that sweatshirt she's wearing, the blue one, okay. Who knows the dyeing of that sweatshirt, if it's pollutant, if it contains chrome, cadmium, lead, or beryllium, or any heavy metal which induces of toxicity, of course, and can pollute our rivers, our seas, and of course, poison the fish we eat. So fashion is a very, very long chain, and with the luxury upcycling that I will explain you later, is a human chain that takes us in the best part of our lives. So now I would like to watch a video with you, which is very, very short. Let's see if it works. And it will explain you the sustainable goals. Let me see. Okay, so the ethics of fashion begins with quality, as I was telling you before, sustainability and responsibility. So we really have to be very, very conscious human beings in order to change the world. So what do you think about this Greta girl? You love her? The Greta? How do you say Greta? Yes, okay, you know about her, yes? Okay. So, Greta, personally, I know young people, they love her very much. So, me as well, because I'm very young, of course. And, but mostly, I'm telling you this because it's a problem, because I see that usually people over 60, they really hate Greta. They are irritated from her behavior. She's great, I think, because she's giving conscious to the world, and all the millennials are really trying to change things. And the way to change things in the planet is by, like a little drop by drop in the ocean. So that's really a true sentence, a true issue. So fashion sustainability links together nature, as we saw before, with agricultural stuff, ethics and politics. Why? Because with geopolitics we have the vision of every aspect of the world changing. And how do we change the laws of the nation? With politics, of course. So we need politics, and we need politicians to be aware of what is good and what is not good. So United Nations with the Global Sustainable Goals are helping us to evolve as human beings and to save the planet. So it's always a chain, very, very linked, everything, one thing over the other. So the companies, in this way as well, they are changing, because, if a company, continues to have people buying toxic garments, I say toxic, we'll see why, the company will continue producing them, no matter, they really don't care. So it's just, if you, the new millennials, are changing, and you are, because you are aware, that the world will change, and you can really do the big difference. So that's why I really love, not only I'm a mother, of course, but that's, the mission, and it's very important to know that. So, what clothes are and what they can be? Have you ever think about this question? What is it? It's just a t-shirt, no? No. They can be intelligent. We have now, with technologies, intelligent shirts. They are called smart shirts. They can monitor vital parameters of the individual, of the wearer, and transmit them to a database. So they have a little microchip woven inside the fiber at the heart area, and they can just transmit. What's the difference? You can tell me, okay, I have also maybe my Apple Watch that is taking my heartbeat. Yes, but the smart shirt compares your heartbeat with a database that will tell you right away if you went from 60 beats per second, your heart, to 120, it will tell you right away, beep, beep, beep on your iPhone, and say slow down because you are cycling too fast. And this database tells immediately, because it compares with 250 heart pathologies, if you are going to have a heart attack, stroke, fibrillazione, or anything else. So, in this way, fashion can really meet science, and fashion can save our life. So, you must see fashion in really 1,000 different ways, not only the glam thing and the catwalks and that stuff. That's, for me, that's really the less important thing. Okay, so I guess you read that. Okay, so the behavior of fashion, that's what I was meaning. And that's very important. Okay, so now let's get into some really dirty numbers, I say. We have a problem with consumerism because in the first decade, the first years of the century, we had this price reduction, okay, for example, with Zara, with H&M, and with all those, I should not nominate brands, sorry. But we have this increasing of production. So, if the consumption increases 25% and the prices are reduced 25%, what does it mean? That we are going to produce much more, we are going to consume much more, we are going to spend always the same. That's funny. What's the difference? That our boudoir is going to be full overloaded with quantity of stuff, but we're not going to have the quality anymore. So it's much better to have less things, but good quality. Okay. So, what I call slow fashion, and now it's a great movement. You know, it's like slow food and fast food. The fast food is like the fast fashion, like the prêt-à-porter. And the slow fashion is like the slow food, so it's more the handmade, the tailor-made, the bespoke. Okay. What are some characteristics? So, as I was telling you, high quality and sustainable materials, no acrylic. Often in small local stores you will find these chains, and what is very important as well is that you should prefer transportation on rail because it doesn't pollute. Instead, on trucks, of course, it's more polluted. So, they are locally sourced, they are more local, not global. They try to be less global as possible. And they make this capsule collection, they're called. So they're very small collection, not huge quantity of, like, for autumn, winter, you're going to have 100 more different models. No, just maybe 15, 20, not more, for that autumn, winter collection. So this is really important because, as you can see, the difference when you have to burn 12 tons on unsold garment. It's very similar to the reasonment of the food. All the food we are going to waste, and that's the same, it's the clothes we are wasting. And it's always impacting the earth, it's always pollutant for the earth, and we can really produce much less. It would be much, much more profitable for humankind. So, the main themes are luxury upcycling, so reutilization of the garments, refuse, reuse, that's cycling, always very, very important, as you do with the garbage, of course, you know, you differentiate in order to take advantage of what you can produce and reuse with the product. Circular economy, that's very important as well, and impose natural dyes. As I was telling before, when, you know, the dyes are one of the most pollutant things ever, and not only for our waters, but only for the environment, also for the environment. So it's very, very important. Now there is the global movement of the Global Fashion Agenda, which is in Copenhagen. It's an association without any, of course, it's like a non-governmental organization that is giving some guidelines which are very important for everyone to follow. And luckily, politics are beginning to be, you know, attentive to what they are saying, and in this way, countries are beginning to differentiate and change all the aspects of rules, of ruling of the fashion system. And that's very important for the productivity of the territory, because, you know, all the factories producing, if they are polluting, if they are always making so much waste and not making any upcycling, that's never going to change. So we need everyone to be very, very conscious about this. And have you read this? 10,000 liters to produce a pair of jeans. So this is quite impressive. Huh? Did you know that? This is for 1 kilogram of cotton. The jeans wears 1 kilo. You need 1 kilo of cotton. And then stones you put inside the washing machine to give the stone wash effect. You really have to put stones because they grasp all they do this vintage look. But what about the impact on the water? It's amazing. It's really, really a lot of liters. So let's enter into the second part of sustainability, which is ethics, as we saw before. Ethics and law. So, the dark aspect of fashion is what they are doing in poor countries like Africa, India, Bangladesh, China. Not very poor China, I mean, not anymore. But anyway, these numbers are really, really scary. So, 39 cents of an euro, not even €1, for hour per child. Can you imagine? Unbelievable. Huh? So how lucky you are. In Vietnam, 64 cents per hour. And this is really, I think, very, very impressive. So when you hear about UNICEF or Fashion Global Agenda or sustainable goals, please always be very generous with all these issues because they are really important. So as I was saying before, here is the child labor. Okay, it really declined 30%, I must say, between 2000 and 2012. So more over a decade, a little less still is 11% of the world's children are in this situation. And of course, they have to work, they cannot study. So if they cannot study, they cannot be educated. If they are not educated, they will be slaves for all their lives. Why? Because education gives freedom. And that's the most important issues. And that's why I told you before, you are lucky. Ethical Fashion Initiative is another agenda, very, very important. It's an association, promotes the creation of micro-business inside marginalized communities in Africa and Haiti by putting local artisans in contact with world-class designers as Vivienne Westwood, so she's from England, of course, Stella McCartney from England, Stella Jeanne, she's Italian. She was my discovery, I must say, because I scouted her, and now she's global, amazing girl. She's half Haitian and half Italian. And then there is Alta Roma, the Chamber of High Fashion, where I was vice president. We had an incubator there promoting fashion initiatives for the empowerment of women south of the equator. So that's a way to help women and to give them freedom, because many African women, they walk also for 50 kilometers a day, 25 to go and 25 to come back, away from the village, just to take a vase of water to bring back to their children and to cook. So we gave them this project with Italian design or Vivienne Westwood design, whatever, do some manufacturers by their villages, and then we brought them back, the items. There were little bags or like shoppers and all these things, and then we sold them like in a gala Vogue night for 1,000 euro each, and the money went back, of course. It was a project with World Food Program, with United Nations, with FAO, and all of the agencies. So that's also a way that fashion can really help the chain. Okay, so I would like to end this lecture with the technological part of fashion. So we saw the most ethical aspect, the sustainable aspect, but I would like you to see also the futuristic aspect, the technological, because you are millennials, you're young, and the world is yours. So the true way to change fashion is really to contaminate the tradition with the innovation. In this way, you're really going to change in the best way possible the good things. Okay, so we start again. I try. So this, I tell you, this is just a girl like you. She was in the second year of university, and she's from Israel, and she just invented this amazing technique, which is nothing new because 3D printers already exist. But she succeeded in doing the first fashion show with 3D printers line collection all printed. So I really would like you to see this one. Okay.
My name is Denise Pérez. I just graduated from Chantal College of Design. I wanted to create a ready-to-wear collection printed entirely at home using printers that anyone can get. I've spent the past year searching for the best solution. I worked with leading experts in the field. I really like the result. It looks a little bit like lace. And it moves beautifully. Just imagine the potential. If you're called print your own jacket, traveling with no luggage, just print your clothes in the hotel room. Will we soon be able to design, share, and print our own clothes directly from home?
Look at her on the web, she's amazing, done it. So, now, I would like to...
What could you do with a metal 3D printer?
So what is amazing about these 3D printers, the technological aspect, is that they can really be sustainable. Why? Because, did you hear what she said? Just imagine. You travel with no luggage and you arrive in your hotel room and you print your own jacket. How can it be sustainable? Because you're going to print it with some biopolymers. They are made from plastic and metal, recyclable, yes, reusable. And so when you don't want your jacket anymore, you are just going to melt it inside the 3D printer. And in this way, the ink, let's say ink, okay, the material to print again is there and is ready. So, the future is yours. Thank you.